Today I want to discuss my strategy for exiting early access and the release plan for Sunday Rivals version 1.0. There's 4 questions you probably want answered. What's left to do? When is it coming out? How much will it cost? And what happens after release? But first, if you're interested in the future of this game, I gotta do the YouTube thing and ask that you like and subscribe. Okay, this graph is sad and YouTube really cares about this kind of stuff when deciding whether to show Sunday Rivals to new people, so thank you. Okay, so what's left to do? If you look at the Steam page for Sunday Rivals, the last release feature listed is Custom Season Mode Playbooks. If this is something you've really been looking forward to, I'm going to apologize now and say unfortunately this feature is going to get pushed out of the 1.0 version. It's still something I'd really like in this game, but implementing it now would delay the release date way further out than I'd like. As I mentioned in a previous video, the main criteria I'm using for updates now is impact. I want to focus on improvements that will have a significant impact for everyone who plays the game. Custom Season Mode Playbooks no longer really meet that criteria, but Fumbles do, so I'm going to work on implementing Fumbles in the next update. Adding Fumbles will obviously change how you play the game, and a good chunk of the remaining time will be spent tuning them, balancing the game, and polishing the overall experience and presentation. New animations, quality of life improvements, maybe some music in the menus, all that good stuff. So I mentioned time. You're probably asking, okay, well, when is the game coming out? My hope is to be able to launch the game this spring, maybe as early as the end of April. April being next month makes for a relatively aggressive launch window, to say the least. I'll be able to finalize an exact date in a few weeks, so stay tuned. Okay, so how much is it going to cost? From the beginning, I said that the price of this game would go up after early access. In fact, I planned to increase it months ago, but felt like the low cost was still competitively advantageous, so it remains at $15 until launch. I haven't settled on an exact number yet, but it will be in the $20 to $30 range. Compared to other football games, especially the $60 plus competition, I think there's great value at that price point. And value is the most important factor driving what happens after launch. I want to mention that Sunday Rivals has been in development for over 2.5 years. Outside of my day job, this is the only thing I've been working on since November of 2019. No side projects, no game jams, no prototypes, nothing. I love this game and I'm excited about its future, but there's other ideas I want to explore. To accomplish that, I have to shift my strategy to be able to support development of multiple projects at once. To be clear, after launch I will not be working on Sunday Rivals 100% of the time anymore. With a new patch or update, it's crucial that I leave the game in a state where it could potentially never be touched again and I'd be okay with it. So post 1.0, future work will be centered on adding value to the existing features in the game. Further enriching the depth and experience of Season Mode is a perfect example of adding value. Longevity features like additional league and player customizations also fall under that category. Replayability will always be a huge factor in deciding areas I dig back into. I'm also going to explore getting the game onto consoles, and if that becomes a reality, some of my time will be spent porting the game. As I mentioned before, I have no idea what that process entails, but I expect it will take up my time one way or another. And then beyond that, we can start to talk about the idea of expansions, a new stadium pack or new game modes. Are they free? Are they DLC that I dare charge for? I'm really interested to see how launch goes, how this community grows, and what people are excited about before really digging too far into completely new edition proposals. Nothing is off the table, as long as it is a good fit for time, demand, and value. I hope all that gives you a clear idea of what the next steps are in Sunday Rivals' future. If you're already a player, I hope this plan sounds exciting. And if you're on the fence or have been waiting for full release, maybe this is the spark to climb on board. Either way, let me know what you think, and as always, thanks for playing.